Hi y'all, Marissa here. My identified community engagement strategy is a collaborative educational program that we are currently calling Rainforest Roots, Meditation, Mindfulness, and Ecology at Butterfly Pavilion. This strategy is aligned with my master plan, which revolves around creating transformative nature-based experiences in my community. Before we launch into the details of my particular process, I wanted to find a logic model theory that would clearly and creatively illustrate the vision that I'm hoping to impart. I was struggling to really get to the root of the differences between inputs, outcomes, and all the terminology, so I researched different models to find a clear explanation. Through my research, I came across Skateistan, a youth development cause that strives to make skateboarding accessible to all kids. The simple questions that they use to guide their backwards planning really resonated with me, with leading titles like, if we do this, then we will have X, so that we can do Y, and finally Z. Although my goals are not the same, I found using this simple storytelling method and asking the real questions was really helpful for me to organize my plan, and I hope that you all find it as easy to understand as well. The purpose of the strategy is to host mindfulness and ecology workshops for adults in the Denver metro area. These workshops will connect participants to the rainforest, gain appreciation for this habitat, and create a space for participants to feel connected to nature apart from the pressure or pace of daily life. These guided workshops will be held in the rainforest at Butterfly Pavilion and will allow participants to rejuvenate, reflect, and gain inspiration through a connection to nature. From this connection, I hope to foster an appreciation of this space, which can lead towards both the individual reflection and consciousness around habitat conservation and personal choice, as well as cultivating a community of future conservation stewards. But I know I can't do this alone. So, who can help make this plan come to life? Let's look at who our stakeholders are and what they want to know. Let's start with me, the program creator. I'm the main point person. I'll be coordinating and connecting all these efforts and all the other stakeholders together, and I'll plan to lead the rainforest ecology component of the workshop. I want to know what our participants are going to really get out of this experience. What is the impact on their individual lives, spiritually, mindfully, and in the conservation-based decisions that they make? I also want to see what the collective impact is. Does having a community of people to share this experience and this connection with make a difference? Next, let's move to the fabulous Cody, Joe, and Jen. They are my AIP classmates, and Cody has a nature and mindfulness Facebook group that meets up. From conversations that we've had together, usually after class, they are interested in leading a workshop here at Butterfly Pavilion and seeing what we can do together. Some of their questions and concerns are both about the logistics, what's the space like, what will the actual event be like, what I'm expecting, and more broadly about what offering an experience like this means for their mindfulness group, for our community, and for their master plans. Now to Butterfly Pavilion, the nonprofit that will be hosting this workshop. Through my job as community programs manager, adding new adult programs and wellness experiences is actually something that fits right in with my work plan, so I'm really lucky. But Butterfly Pavilion just can't have me going all over the place adding new programs because I want to. So they want to know how this exact workshop will serve our mission, which is about education, invertebrate appreciation, and habitat conservation. They want to know that this program is well thought out, that it's relevant and valuable to our audience, and, of course, that it makes financial sense. Teatulia's role as a stakeholder is by donating tea to the workshop. They are a local tea provider who has donated to other programs that I've run. The tea that they make sustainably uses rainforest herbs and plants that we also grow here in the rainforest at Butterfly Pavilion. Seeing the hibiscus flower growing in front of you while sipping tea made from that same plant, I think could make a really powerful connection for participants and provide an added wonderful perk of this workshop. Teatulia wants to know what their donation does, how many people we see, and they also want to know what's in it for them, and how a partnership with Butterfly Pavilion will get their name out there and add to their brand. Finally, and most important, are the participants, adults in this area that will see this offer and want to sign up and attend. This is who we're doing it for. Participants want to know the goals and the intent of this workshop, what's expected of them, what they can expect, and they want to know why mindfulness and ecology is important and relevant to their daily lives. They want an authentic and rejuvenating experience. So let's dive a little deeper into our audience. Who are they? They're adults in our area that are seeking a connection to the natural world. Maybe they have incorporated mindfulness into their daily lives, maybe they haven't, but they are interested in exploring something new. What are the needs of the audience? This audience needs to be safe and welcome, first and foremost. Attending a workshop like this might open one up to vulnerability, uneasiness, or unmet expectations. It is then my duty to explicitly state what the content will be, what guests should expect, and open the door for any questions. What are some considerations? There might be interested participants that have differing needs or interests. There might be logistical complications. I want to keep this as low cost as possible while still valuing the time and significance of Butterfly Pavilion's time and location and staff and all of our partners as well and all the work that goes into it. What solution fills this? We can make sure to be very clear in all communication about what to expect. We can make accommodations for those with alternative needs, and I'm definitely going to look into childcare options to alleviate that concern as well. So now we look at how we're going to make this happen, our inputs and outputs for the elements of the program. We know if we put in the planning time, we'll get program outlines and curriculum, which will help us organize the workshop. If I identify key partners and coordinate with them, I'll end up with a certain number of partners involved, and each of them will have a memorandum of understanding signed so that everyone knows what's expected of them and what they can expect from me. And if I continually meet with these stakeholders, collaborate with them, and manage these relationships, we will have invested partners that participate and communicate. From here, we have the activities and services that we are actually going to provide. We know that if we develop the program structure, content, and itinerary, we'll have plans that we have created that we can share to structure our time. I know that I'll have to build the program in our registration system so that the final product, in this case tickets, can be purchased online. We have to advertise and market these workshops so that we have materials that can be shared. Folks need to be able to find out about this so they can sign up. So this might look like social media content, potential flyers or ads put up at Butterfly Pavilion and around the community. I'll need to coordinate the event and help facilitate it, which will result in an easy check-in process, clear schedule, and everyone moving through the workshop as intended. It'll probably include me holding a clipboard and having a radio for a little while. Then, we need to evaluate our participants to understand our impact and value, and if this experience met their expectations. From this, we will create and send out surveys, collect them, and analyze the responses in order to glean feedback and determine success. And finally, the main service we're providing is to host the workshops, from which we will be able to look at the numbers. At this point, we will have put in all our inputs, processed our outputs, also that we reach our desired outcomes. Outcome 1 is that participants will attend mindfulness workshops at Butterfly Pavilion. Outcome 2 is that participants will gain a better connection to the natural world and grow an appreciation for the rainforest habitat. And outcome 3 is that participants will be open to learning about the benefits of mindfulness and incorporate this practice into their daily lives. Indicators of all of these outcomes can be measured by evaluation results from the participant statistics, like the number of programs and attendees, and from their survey responses, which will ask questions about their before and after experience, about their goals and expectations, and about their behavior change. It can seem like a lot of work, but we do all of this planning, coordinating, measuring, meeting, and evaluating so that we may provide a space for our community to rejuvenate, reflect, and gain inspiration from the natural beauty of the rainforest in hopes of cultivating future conservation stewards. And that is our impact. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks already to my stakeholders who are in this with me. And as always, please reach out if you have any questions. Thank you.